Imagine ancient Rome, a majestic city where marble statues tower toward the sky, and the fates of empires are decided in a single moment. A city where one man is ready to change the course of history and become immortal. That man is Gaius Julius Caesar. He was born into chaos, in a world where power is granted only to those bold enough to seize it. Young Caesar grew up among intrigue, conspiracies, and battles for influence. From the very beginning, he knew this world was made for the strong, and he would become the strongest. His name would thunder louder than the skies, and his victories would be endless. While others hesitated, Caesar acted. When others dreamed, he conquered. Each campaign, each decision brought him closer to his goal, to seize absolute power over the Roman Republic. In his campaigns across Gaul, Caesar showed the world that no force could stop the will of a true leader. His legions swept through Gaul, crushing tribes and expanding Rome's borders farther than anyone had dared before. But the real battle lay ahead. When the ancient laws of Rome said stop, he crossed the Rubicon. This was not just breaking the law. It was a challenge to the entire system, a system he intended to rewrite. Civil war erupted, and Caesar led his troops through the battlefields like a god of war, destroying anyone brave enough to stand in his way. His former ally and rival, Pompey, fell. The Republic trembled. Caesar returned to Rome as dictator for life, taking control of the fates of millions. His reforms and decisions transformed the Republic into a superpower. His word became law. He changed the Roman calendar, reorganized the army, and gave new rights to the people. Yet the higher you rise, the harder you fall. Jealousy, fear, and ancient traditions bred conspiracy among those closest to Caesar. They feared his power, feared he would turn Rome into his personal monarchy. And so, within the walls of the Senate, a treacherous plot was born to kill the greatest man in Rome. March 15th, 44 BCE, the Ides of March, a day that should have been ordinary, but instead became legendary. Julius Caesar, mighty and unshakable, walked into the Senate. The conspirators surrounded him, and one by one, they drove their daggers into him. Among them was the one Caesar loved as a son, Marcus Junius Brutus. This was not just an assassination, it was a betrayal so deep that each stab cut not only flesh, but the soul of Rome. And in that moment, as the knives descended, Caesar saw Brutus' face. Et tu, Brute, words that would echo through the ages. Even Caesar, a man who was always a step ahead, could not foresee that his fall would be so devastating. But Caesar's assassination did not destroy his legacy. It made him immortal. His death sparked a new war, and soon Rome was no longer a republic. His successor, Octavian, took the reins of power and became Rome's first emperor. The empire Caesar had dreamed of and built, with vision and blood, rose from the ashes like a phoenix. Caesar is not just a man, he is a myth, a symbol that one man can change the entire world, that even in the face of betrayal and death, his greatness endures through the centuries. His name echoes in every novel, every play, in every whisper of greatness. Gaius Julius Caesar, leader, conqueror, reformer. And though his swords have long since rusted, his shadow continues to move across the pages of history. Et tu, Brute, words that will forever stand as the mark of a great man's tragedy. But Caesar lived, Caesar conquered, Caesar will live forever. This is a story of unstoppable will and devastating downfall, of boundless power and the deepest betrayal. A legend that will never die.